that's what I want to do with my life.
So, Mac, let me ask you, you've been in several plays, I guess, at school.
Yeah.
What's been one of your favorite characters or plays that you've done?
Oh, man. I just got off of doing one of Shakespeare's later pieces, The Winter's Tale. It's not as well known because it's a little weird, because it's a tragic comedy. It changes from a drama to a comedy halfway through and then back to it. But I was King Leontes, and I did love that just because it was so challenging. It was very challenging.
So already a king, Dr. Bean. He's not even out of high school.
Yeah, this guy's moving on.
This guy's
you did good becoming JP. And
Judge?
King. Yeah,
sure.
He's a king, I tell you. Well, he's a king among students, that's for darn sure. You know, talk to us about your GPA class ranking and where you want to go to college at.
My GPA is 3.8, which isn't too bad, but at my school it's very, very competitive because I go to a IB World School. And that means that basically some of the most talented kids in Plano come right to my school, and I have to compete with all of them. So my class rank is about I'm in about 25%, but my GPA is 3.8.
And where are we going to college at? I mean, we don't have just little hopes.
Top three, just top three.
Top three colleges. Yeah.
Okay, DePaul in Chicago, University of Texas at Austin, and then University of Evansville in Indiana.
Now, why DePaul? Are you trying to get closer to your sister? I thought brothers and sisters are supposed to go further apart.
No, my sister's my best friend. She's my absolute best friend in the world, and that would be awesome just to be around her. But mainly just like the city's crazy, and just to be in a crazy, vivid theater community like that. Oh my gosh, I would love to be in Chicago.
Okay, so I'll tell everybody the truth here. Your sister, of course, is at Northwestern. Isn't that right?
Oh, yeah.
Been there for about a year now.
Yeah,
is that right?
She's a big nerd.
She's a big nerd.
Yeah, she's a big nerd. She got a full ride to go and study at Northwestern. She's a chemical engineer, and she's kind of in the middle of changing her major to journalism, which that never happens. No one changes from chemical engineering to journalism, but. Yeah.
So now at DePaul, of course, I'm assuming you're going to study some form of theater, but any idea specifically what you're looking into at DePaul?
Oh man, okay, I'm specifically looking at BFA acting, not BA, not a Bachelor of Arts, but Bachelor of Fine Arts in acting. The difference is that with the BFA, you study actually like in the theater rehearsing, like 66% of your time, and then 33% is spent in actual classes. The opposite of NBA.
Have you been in any local productions, Plano Theater or Dallas Theater, anything like that, or did you have time?
Well, over the summer, I kind of try to do stuff. Actually, just this last summer, I was a part of a little project. It was me and my friend Grace Miller, and we produced and directed a show called Ordinary Days, and what we did is we put it on. We found like a little place in like the middle of our school to kind of like transform and turn it into a theater, and then we took all the proceeds and donated to Alzheimer's research.
That's nice.
Yeah, and so it was actually it was really, really fun. Just get to put on a little show with your friends and be able to raise like over $1,000 for Alzheimer's research.
Well, folks, I'll tell you what, this has been brought to you by the law offices of Sharon Ramage. Sharon Ramage is the sponsor of our Student of the Week Scholarship Program. If you're a parent and you have hopes and dreams for your children, and they have a future and they want opportunity as well to be the best that it can be, and your child has special needs, and you know how important special education is for your child's future, and if you're a parent that has special needs and is struggling being able to get your child the educational services that he or she deserves, contact special education attorney Sharon Ramage at specialedhelp@ramagelawfirm.com, or check out their website at texasspecialeducationattorney.com for more information. Sharon Ramage, she's out there to not only help your children and your family, but to help them exceed all expectations. So thank you, Sharon Ramage, for sponsoring our Student of the Week Scholarship Program, and thank you, Mac Welch, for being a great student out at Plano East Senior High School. Folks, you want to stay tuned because we have a treat for you. We have Congressman Sam Johnson coming on. He is our real life, real story today, and we're not talking about him as a congressman. We're talking about a guy that joined the Air Force, flew over 60-plus missions in Korea, and got shot down in Vietnam, and how he survived 7 years as a POW and then his public service thereafter. So stay tuned after these messages. Good job, Matt.
Good job.
Hey, thanks so much.
You're welcome. Now, you're welcome to stay and listen if you want, or you can go with your mom and you guys can leave, whatever you want to do.
Okay. Yeah, I think we had some plans, but thank you so much.
Your brother's got plans to go back to bed.
Oh,
That's what
no.
your brother's plans are.
We got the drive back to Plano. It's okay.
And
Thank
then,
you
yeah,
so
she's
much.
going to be asleep the whole way back.
Nice meeting you guys.
So
Nice meeting you too.
she's going to be asleep the whole way.
I know, yeah. She's going to make me drive. Hey.
Kelly, can you walk him out and get the key? So
Matt, tell your mother
To fill in.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Because
Yes, sir.
we're going to be going over. You know, we're going to have a student. We're going to have 52 students in a week.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I need to make sure that we have, because
Deal.
you're a great student. So
Thank you.
yeah,
there's no
congratulations.
reason not to be successful
Thank you for
with this.
coming in.
Of course. It's so much fun.
Happy
Thank you.
Thanksgiving,
Have a
man.
nice one. You too.
Okay, we did it. Knuckle bump.
Pardon?
Knuckle bump.
Yeah,
We did it.
Yeah.
We got it on time.
in time and got him.
I know. What did he say?
I don't know. He said something to you.
Yes. Jane Fonda had gone over to visit the troops, right? She was going over as part of an emissary group from the United States to make sure that the troops were being treated properly and were being handled correctly, that they were meeting the Vienna Conference of requirement of treatment of POWs. And so that's what her whole point was, right? Well, she goes over there and the troops were handing her little pieces of stuff, bamboo, paper, whatever they could find, where they could just scribble like a personal message to their families or just say, hey, we're okay, we're alive, we're coming home, we know we are, kind of thing. So they handed it to her. She would shake their hands. They would hand these to her. Well, when she was done with all of that and got to the end of the line, she turned it all over to the guy running the POW camp. Yeah, and you don't think those people were punished? Yeah. Death wish for a couple of them. Yeah. So Jane Fonda became known as Hanoi Jane. And just horrible. Well, I mean, you know, Ted Turner and Jane Fonda got married way after that. Because Jane Fonda had been married previous to that to somebody else. I don't remember who. But, I mean, it didn't impact her terribly back because she still acted throughout that time frame. Well, yeah.
You can do it. I'll do traffic today. You can do it Thursday.
Yeah, you're going to find people who are pro-military, though, and who are pro-veterans and more conservative. They're not going to want anything to do with her. You know, I mean, she's a traitor as far as I'm concerned. You know, I mean, this wasn't a democracy in Vietnam here. I mean, these were prisoners of war. And all she had to do was put that stuff in her pocket and come home and tell their families that they were okay. Most of them did, yes. You're about to find out.
Are we talking about Jane Fonda, the actress? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Making sure. I'm
Okay. We don't have to read the
Jane
whatchamacallit,
Fonda,
right?
the actress, the one who used to be there.
Oh, you haven't recorded yet. We need to make sure we read what's her
We
name.
need to read
ad, right?
hers. Yeah.
So, not on this break, but on the next break, Dr. B?
And it's on now, but this is the old one.
You can turn the fifth mic off because we've moved.
All right. Josh, do you have your question? Are you ready? All right, what's your question for Sam Johnson?
When you found out that you were going home, what was the number one thing you looked forward to doing?
All right, so we're going to let Josh ask that question towards the middle end of the interview then.
Yeah.
You got that? All right.
And it's the hand on the hill.
Well, I'll tell you what, good morning, JP and or good morning, DFW from JP and Dr. B. In studio, we have got Mustang Callie. She is with us this morning. We've also got our special guest who won an appearance on the JP and Dr. B show as a special co-host. We have 14-year-old Josh Allen. Josh, good morning.
Good morning.
And so we are ready to go. Folks, I am overly excited. If people have already told me this morning, they've said, JP, you seem a little tense this morning. You seem a little
He is so
excited.
uptight.
A little uptight this morning. I said,
Liar.
well, I said, well, we've got my hero getting ready to come on. I can't help it. I'm excited. You know, when you have your hero coming on, you get to talk to your hero. You get a little excited and a little utterance. And so, Sam Johnson, good morning. How are you this morning? I tell you what, I'd be right there with you. Folks, we have Congressman Sam Johnson on the air with us this morning, and he is my American hero. And when we thought about real lives, real stories, where regular folks, regular Americans went over to serve their country. Sam Johnson was the first to come to mind. And Sam, thank you so much for taking time out of your morning this morning to join us. You know,
I just want to say he's not just your hero, JP. He is an American hero. And what an honor to speak with you, sir. I thought they already knew.
Well, Sam, I'll tell you, we want to talk about your service in the Air Force and the time that you spent. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, and I'm sure I am, but you had over 60-plus successful missions you flew over Korea. Is that right? What was it like loading up into a fighter plane like that and getting in the air and having a mission and having to complete that mission? What was that like, Sam?
Wow, what an interesting opportunity to choose which one you're fighting, or no? Did you always know which one you were going to fight that day, or was it just who happened to come? So 100 fighting 1,000, huh? And did you come close to getting shot down in Korea? I know Vietnam, but what about Korea? Right.
You know, hey, Sam, this is JP again. And when you joined the service, were the French already engaged with Vietnam, and did you have any fear that you may get sent over to Vietnam? Yes.